Okay, for this next part, I'm already heating up my glue gun. It's the next day in this video. So you're going to need, for this part, you're going to need your tool. I think I used this whole roll for the way I did it, I think. I can't remember. But, yeah. You'll see in this video if I did or not. You're going to need some ribbon that is 1/8 size. You don't have to buy the expensive stuff. You can get this stuff for like 99 cents or something. This was $1.99 and I got it, I think, 50% off at Hobby Lobby. So, and it doesn't have to match if you have any greens, any colors, because all you're going to do is tie your tool at the end and then you're going to glue it to your dress up here and then you're going to cover it with ribbon. So you're not going to see it. You just need it to cinch, to hold the tool together. And a good pair of scissors, because you're going to have to cut the tool. I bought this at Hobby Lobby. And this particular color I bought in the fabric section. But for a tip, in case you don't know this, you can buy the really big rolls in the wedding section. I bought a huge bright pink and bright green because when Logan turns 5 and Leah turns 1, we're going to have one big birthday party for them. And I know I'm planning a year and ahead, but I have to with 2 kids. We're going to have one big birthday party and I'm going to do bright pink and bright green. So I'm going to be making her tutu and all that stuff. This part, it's really going to be based on you. I'm going to show you how I do this. But as far as the length, it's in what you want. It depends on the size that you make your dress. I'm doing the size that I made Leah, which is the biggest one. The one I made my mom was the next size down. So I didn't use as much tulle to do it as I did Leah's. And the smaller you go, the less tulle you'll use. I do know that if you make it really poofy, it's going to be hard for your bows to stay on because you're going to have it so full, your ribbon's just going to hang over it. So I would have it full, but not too heavy and dramatic and crazy, you know. So I'm going to just roll it out, and then I roll it back this way. And then you're going to cinch it up here when you go to do it. But I'm going to lay it, you're going to go, I don't know, about right in here to see. So I need to go longer. So let's see here. This is why I use so much on Leah's, because I had to go so long. And you will cut off some of the edge, the end of it. If you hear that, that's the trash man. You will cut off some of the ends. So this is, like I said, this is just trial and error. I will cut off yay much. So we're going to shrink it back up and go to here. Let me cut it, just cut it right here. Cut it there. It doesn't have to be perfect on the tool. Don't worry about trying to cut a straight line or anything, because at the end you're going to bunch it all up and cut it off straight. So I went with this length, and you're going to cinch this up. I'm not going to cinch it up yet because I'm going to use that piece to be my guide for the size I need, but that is perfect for the length. So yeah, so I'm going to go cut some more of these off, and I don't remember how many I cut, like 16, 20, I don't know. So I'm going to show you one more time, in case you didn't catch that, how I did this. I just laid that one to the side, and it's been folded. It's been doubled. I went that way, and then I came back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm just going to go down, put it to the length of the other one, and come back, cinch it, and cut it. Now with Leah's, I went down, came back, and went back, so it was thick. But with my mom's, I just did the way I'm doing it now, and that's what I'm going to do now. I'm not go crazy with it. This one's actually got to be mailed. It's for a baby shower. So let me go ahead and show you how to do the other part while I can. You're just going to take your ribbon, and you're just going to cut off a little piece. And then you're going to take the end of your tool I use the end that is not cut. Like when you're laying it, this right here will be cut, you know, where you've cut it so it's 2 pieces into one. Well, the part that has not been cut, you know, it's just where you folded it over, I'm going to tie it up here. This is hard to do with this color tool because you can't really see. And then I'm just going to tie a knot. Tie it one more time. You want to make sure you tie it in a double knot, because you don't want it to come off, and tie it tight. And then when I'm going to go ahead and do all my other pieces, and then I'll come back and tell you how many it took. But then when I get done, I'll come back and show you how I cut this and all that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and finish doing this part because I don't want to sit here and take 20 minutes to do just this, because this is the time-consuming part. So you're going to go ahead and cut your ribbon, your tool, to where you want it, and then just tie it off like so at the end. I have all of them cut out and tied up, and I think I have like 15 of them. I'm not quite sure. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take the tips of them and you're going to pull them, make sure your knot is tight. Let me zoom in some so you can see this. You're going to make sure it's tight. And then you're going to pull your ribbon down and you're going to cut like right in here. Don't cut it all the way off, because then your ribbon will slide off. But cut like that off. And then make sure your ribbon is tied in a knot again. And then trim the edges of your ribbon. And then you have that. So it looks cleaner. So you're going to go ahead, and as you can tell, I run out of pink. You're going to go ahead, make sure all of them are done like that, and then just cut the edge off. And then cut your ribbon off. You're going to do that to all of them. Like I said, I think I have 15. I used a whole roll of tulle to do mine. Now, the reason you cut these off is because you don't want it hanging out from under your ribbon, because then it will look trashy, unfinished, not very good. Now, we're going to attach our tool. Now, what you're going to do, and you will burn your fingers here. If you do not burn your fingers here, it will be a miracle. I'm going to have to zoom out so you guys can see this, because if I get too close, I can't look in the viewfinder to see what you're seeing while I'm gluing. I can see what you're seeing right now, but when I start gluing, I won't be able to look because I have to, get it done. Now, for this end and this end, which is when you're looking at it like this, from this end and this end, your bottom, like here's your arms, here's your neckline, straight down. This end and this end, it kind of goes out. You want to kind of do this outward. I don't mean like that, but you want to kind of angle it to the side. You're going to go straight all the way across. Well, right here, you want to put one on the end, and you want to kind of angle it out. Now, what I do is you're going to have a knot on your bow where you tied your knot. I glue that knot straight down onto my fabric. I go up not even a ½ inch. You could probably go up an inch if you wanted to, but I go up. You don't want it to fall off, but I go up about probably ½ inch, a little less, a little more, whatever you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to put one here and one down here, and then let me do that, and then I'll talk about the rest. So just put your glue there. And like I said, if you do not burn yourself, you're good. And then kind of angle it, and then push it down. Then I'm going to go ahead and attach one to the other side so that I can fill in my mark throughout my and this will kind of help me stay on a straight line, if you can stay on a straight line. Okay, and then you're just going to fill in. And it's going to get complicated. Not hard, but you're going to have so much tulle sitting in your lap, you're just going to want to kind of move it over. So I'm going to show you how to, and then these will go straight across now. Don't worry about angling them. Just go straight across. Just make sure they are glued down very well, because your ribbon will be hanging off of these that you're going to hang your bows on. So you do not want your it to fall apart, especially if you're going to sell them. Okay, now I'm going to speed this process up, but I'm going to go straight across. Okay, I ran out of tulle, so I've got to add some more. I got another roll here, so I think I cut my tulle a tad bit too long. That's one reason I run out. But anyway, I have this little spot right here left, so I'm going to go ahead. You don't have to put them right on top of each other. I think it looks better like that because you don't want these big open gaps. But you can space them a little bit better than I did. But let me go ahead and make probably 1, 2, 3, at least 2 or 3 more. And I will be back to show you the finished glued process. So that took, all in all, I think like 18, because I just cut 3 more, and I think I'd put 15 on there before. So, now, here's the fun part. Let me move my glue gun so I don't burn myself. You're going to want to take your ruffles, or your tulle, and you're going to hold your dress up, and you're going to take your tulle, and you're going to straighten it all out so that it's not wadded up. Because you're going to cut it, and if you cut it and it's all wadded up in there, you're going to mess up. And now is when, if you did put too much tulle on it, you can cut the length off, and it will be good to go. Just make sure that you look on both sides and you have it all pulled down. And then you're going to lay it straight down. Now, let me see if I can do this. And you're going to pull it under you, because you're going to sit on it without breaking it. Okay? And I have some tulle in here that I have shorter than the rest that I want to go with the length. Okay? You're going to take all this tulle and you're going to bunch it up between your legs. And I'm going to sit on it, like I said. You're going to pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it. Now, if all you're going to do, if you love the length of it, you're just going to, like, cut straight across. But mine's too long, and I'm trying to see how long it is. So I'm going to cut some off. So this is where you need your scissors. And you have it between your legs so that it can't move, like that, you know, so it's not wiggling around. And you're going to just cut it off. Now here's my short end that I want to go with. So I'm going to hold it like that, and I'm going to cut straight across. This is why I said you need some good scissors. Because if you have bad scissors, it's not going to cut. See, I cut it straight across, and I cut quite a bit off because I had it too long. Now's when, if you're looking at it and you're missing some, you can fix it. You know, just take your scissors and snip it. But for the most part, mine's going to be spread out so it don't look bad. Let me see. Here's my tutu. Here's the top that we completed yesterday or earlier in the video. And then here's what you just added. And I cut some length off of mine. Like I said, you can make it fuller if you want, but you don't want to go too full because then your ribbon will mess up. So that's what I just did. If you feel you need to cut the bottom off to straighten it up, go ahead. I'm going to have to see because you know, a tutu is not perfect, but there are some parts that are, when I hang it up on the wall, I'll check it because it doesn't look bad to me from here, but I don't want it looking crazy. So, okay, now I'm going to show you how to attach your ribbons that you're going to hang your hair bows on. And for this part, I'm going to use teal ribbon because the baby's room that we're doing it in is in teal. I'm trying to remember how I did this. Yeah, this is right. You're going to still angle out that one piece, you know, kind of at an angle. And you're going to want to do it to where it stops about, make sure you're fluffed out still. You're going to want to do it, this is hard to do on a video. You're going to want to do it to where it stops before the end of your dress. You do not want to go all the way to the end of your dress. I'm going to stop about right here. So cut it straight across. Then hold up my dress and see if that's long enough. And I always hold it in the middle because your middle piece, you know, was the pretty piece. And you're gonna, when you glue it, you're gonna take it and you're gonna glue it up here in these bows that you, in those knots. You're just gonna glue it just like that because you're gonna cover all this with more ribbon. So you just want to make sure it's long enough. You need to set your ribbon so that it doesn't fray. So let me go ahead and cut. You're going to need 5 pieces depending on the size of your bow holder. I'm doing the biggest one that I purchased from that site, that Etsy. If you're not purchasing that from the Etsy site, then you're going to have to do this on your own because I don't know how good you are at drawing. And this part, you want to make sure you have some good grosgrain ribbon to hold your bows. Don't go out and buy that cheap 50-cent stuff because your bows will slide right off. I know this because I've seen it done. I know this because I've put cheap ribbon on a bow holder that I made and my bows slid right off then. For the most part, you can use inexpensive ribbon, but don't do it on this one. And I don't recommend satin ribbon either, just for the bow holder part, because your bows will slide off depending on the back of your bow. And I would hate for you to go through this whole process and your bow slide off. And then you're going to take all 5 pieces. My mom, I did the middle size one I told you guys about. And she only got 3 pieces of bows. I mean 3 bows. So you just don't want too many strands of bows on a certain size bow holder. And then you're going to line them all up together where they're good and straight. And you're going to snip them to where they're all the same size ribbon. Because if you don't, they're going to look goofy when you put them on your dress. So make sure they're all the same size. They are. And then what I'm going to do is just burn the ends. Be careful and don't do it like this, because I've done this with other projects, not this thing, but with tulle, I've been too close to the tulle and set the tulle on fire. So even though it may look like I'm right on the tulle, I'm not. So make sure you're not. You'll do it not thinking. I do it. It's just human. And then just, you don't want it to turn brown, really, if you can help it. I cover up the ends of mine with a bow or something so I won't see the burnt edges. Now, I did this the other day. I burned them all at once, and they stuck together. I have blonde moments. I have blonde roots that are turning gray. So make sure you don't do that. And don't hold it on there too long either. And if you're a kid and you're doing this, make sure you have a parent doing this, because this will burn your house down quickly. So if you're working with a glue gun or this and you're under the age of, I'm going to say 18, make sure you get a parent's permission. Because it's dangerous. And you can burn a house down with a glue gun if you don't pay attention. Or you can take your finger off. And I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to sit on my tool again. Okay, I'm going to start on the end. I'm going to put one here, one here. I thought that was glue on my floor. One here, one in the middle, and then I'm going to judge and put those. So let me find the end that may have frayed up. And you're going to kind of angle it out the same way you angled everything else. Now these end pieces, they kind of don't play correctly with me. I don't know why. They don't like me. And glue it really well. And then up in there, angle it. And burn the fire out of your fingers. If you're on my Facebook fan page, I posted a thing today. I saw it online somewhere. I think it was Graphic 45. I think it was Cynthia Lou who actually had it on her Facebook page. And I think she got it from Graphic 45. But it says, you know you're a crafter. It's got a picture of a glue gun. And it says, you know you're a crafter if you have no thumbprints. Which is me. You know, I made that comment earlier in the video. I have officially burnt them off. I have some cute projects though. Even though I burn them off. Who needs thumbprints anyway? We all do. Okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to eyeball it into the middle. They make this thing, I don't own one. I was going to buy one, but I'm just going to wait till somebody gives me one, or one just happens to fall in my hands. They make a glue gun holder thing, but I mean a thing to help with your glue, you know, pat your glue down and stuff. But I kind of like burning my fingers off. Makes me feel productive. Now, you're going to take your ribbon and you're going to even it between those. So there's that. Let me go ahead and tell you this. Now you're going to go ahead and get out your 1.5 inch satin ribbon, the same side. I would, you don't have to get the same size. Same side. What, baby?
What is it?
I'm painting. I'm busy.
What did but they called you to see what you wanted.
I didn't tell you. I didn't call you.
No.
That's okay. If you want polka dotted or something, go ahead and get polka dotted. I don't want polka dotted because I have a patterned paper up here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this ready to apply here. You're going to cover it up. So you want it long enough to where you can tuck it behind. So go ahead and cut out 3 strips. I'm just laying this on there, on that, to keep it flat so it doesn't bow up on me. I want to take your satin ribbon and I went too far out of frame. There we go. You're going to take your satin ribbon and you're going to lay it over so that you cannot see any of this ugliness. You're going to lay this over it and you're going to glue it straight down like that. So go ahead and do that. If you put too much glue, it will shoot out the ends here, as you just saw. So make sure if you're pushing it out. I've done enough of these so I know now to wipe it off as you're pushing it out, because you will make a mess. Okay, and then you're going to take the next piece. And that one's shorter, so you're going to go up. You're going to take this next piece and go on top of it. Right there. Now take the next piece and add it. And you're just kind of layering it. And this is your final layer. So I add it to here and then a little bit up here. And then I can go back and fix it if it's coming up. Because you don't want glue everywhere. I just think this is the cutest thing. When I saw it online, I loved it. Because I'm all about, if you don't watch my videos, you just happen upon this just to see how I made it. I have a little girl. She's 7 weeks old, 7.5 weeks. She'll be 8 weeks on Saturday. And I love making her a girly girl. So, this was perfect when I saw it. I was like, I gotta make Leah one. But I didn't know how they were made. So I found it online. And I know that a lot of you crafty women out there can make one. And then you're going to flip it completely over. And you're going to take these and you're going to attach them. And what I just did was just cut the tip off. So just take it and glue it down. I gotta get more glue. Glue stick just ran out. And then take the next piece and just layer it over it. If you can't tell, you're just mainly layering. Glue and layer, glue and layer, glue and layer. And then make sure that you're actually glued down. Because I have to go back and glue it because I try to leave spots where my finger can touch. You know, because it gets this, my glue gun gets very, very hot. The same thing over here. Now what you're going to do, I forgot, is you're going to take that ribbon that you put on the front of your dress and you're going to make you a tie back here. Not a tie back, but a place where you can hang it on the ceiling, on the wall. If you can't tell, I sleep a total of 2 to 3 hours at night. So I am officially nuts. Which some of you are probably thinking, no, I watched your videos before you had that baby, and you're always nuts. Yes, I am. And I'm proud of it. Okay, so put it where you want it. Make sure it looks good. How you want it. And glue it. Now's when I add my embellishments, my flowers, my bling, whatever's you're wanting to add to it. So let me see here. I don't know what I'm adding. Craziness. I don't know if I like that one, or that one. I just pull them all off. Okie dokie. Now I'm going to pull this in. And I'm going to put one there, and one there. Hey, I kind of like that. Let's see, since we have the same colors, let's pull out the dock, put that there. I kind of like that. Let's see. If I do it like that, and then this is kind of a just play by ear type deal. Because I don't know. Unless you're making this and a certain person has specifically said that they want so-and-so. It's kind of hard to do. I don't like that. And I don't have enough white bows. Let's see here. Where's my light one? And then take my 2 darker ones. Nope. Put my 2 lighter ones here. My dark one in the middle. And my dark one in the middle there. And then I'm going to stand up and look at it. See if that's what I want. I kind of like that. I really do. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those just like that. Now for this part, I highly recommend if you have a mat or something to shove it under there. So, do it so I don't forget how I had it. I'd put it under, pick up all your ribbon, and put this on there. Because you will, if you're like me with a glue gun, you will mess up and get glue all over your mat. Which is not, all over your skirt. Which is not pretty. So go ahead and attach your glue. And attach your whatever you're making. Okay, so there's that one. And then this one, we're going to do make sure that's what I want. Oh yes, that is adorable. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, now right in the middle, I think, yeah, I'm going to put my bow, my flower, right here in the middle. I want it to stick really good. So we're going to put it right there. Voila. Okay, and for the last part, you're going to finish it off with some felt. So I just cut it out to where I needed it. And then I take my scissors. It'd be better if you had a pencil or an ink pen. And you can trace it out, but I don't have an ink pen. This is hard. I don't have a pen. Lord knows you don't want to cut the dress. Especially after all of that work. So now I'm going to start at the top here, and I'm going to glue my felt. That is what it looks like when I finished putting the felt on. Fluff it out and stuff, but I'm going to put it up on the wall so you guys can see it and see the finished thing. And then just add your bows and make it pretty. Alright guys, thanks! Okay, and here's the finished product. This is the finished product. And there's the bottom. You can make yours longer if you want, but she's going to have really pretty bows on there. So, I love it, love it, love it, love it. So, thank you so much for watching. If you need any help, let me know. Please comment and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.